In today's video, we're going to be talking about all things shipping and packaging. I will be dividing it up into categories and showing you what packaging supplies I use for each product that I sell. So we're just going to start off with the basics, and you're going to need a computer to be able to print out your shipping label. And I don't have a printer currently, but you will need a printer as well, or a Dymo. I believe that's what it's called, if you don't want to keep purchasing ink. Next thing you will need is a scale, and this is just a tiny one I bought off of Amazon. I will have it linked in the description if you are interested, but this is just to weigh your item and make sure you have an accurate ounce or pound. Next two items I think are optional, but they do help a lot, and that would be a ruler. Now this one's pretty tiny, it's the only one I have, but I would suggest the longer one. And then this, I guess you would call a cutter. You could also use to measure because it does have some measuring lines, but I also use it to trim off any of the excess shipping label. And yes, I always struggle to pick that up. So you're also going to need some shipping labels. These are the ones I use. I believe I got them off of eBay. I got like a large pack, so I still have some of them left over. But I know there are some available on Amazon that I will link down below. And these are just sticky paper. There's 2 labels per sheet. Usually I have to trim off the excess shipping label because the Etsy label is smaller than these sheets, but I keep these because I also sell on other platforms and the shipping labels are different on those platforms. If you don't want to buy shipping labels, you could also just use a plain sheet of paper, some scissors to cut out the shipping label, and then you would just need tape to tape it onto your package. Okay, so now we're going to get into the different types of categories, and I'm going to start off with what I like to call paper items. That would be things like stickers, bookmarks, packaging stickers, and my thank you cards. So the first things you're going to need are these clear envelopes, and these are 2 different sizes because the smaller size are for my stickers, while the slightly bigger size are for bookmarks or my thank you cards. Those fit in these nicely. And then you're going to need an envelope. So I get the slightly bigger size because one, they are actually cheaper than getting the smaller size, and I also like these better because they have this adhesive, so it keeps it from drying out. That's the one thing I didn't like about the smaller size, is that they were like the basic ones that you lick, but they would dry out. And two, because if I ever need to ship out bookmarks or things that are slightly bigger, like let's say decals, I can ship them in these envelopes. Speaking of larger items, now I'm going to show you what I use to package my thank you cards, which, like I said, I use these envelopes, the same as the bookmarks, but for my packaging stickers, I do need a slightly bigger clear envelope. So I use this one. I don't remember the size, but I'll post it on the screen. And then we're going to need stiff envelopes, and I have 2 different sizes for my thank you cards, and then for my packaging stickers. I believe the smaller one is 8 by 6 inches, and the larger one is about 9 by 11 inches. As I said, everything will be linked in my description down below. And these are both stiff envelopes, so they shouldn't bend at all. Now we're going to be talking about journals or things that are slightly more fragile. So I use the same large clear envelope that I use for my packaging stickers for my journals because they fit. I just have to fold them over. And then I use these padded bubble envelopes to protect it. So I only use bubble mailers for things that I want to protect. Otherwise, I will use other basic mailers. So my next category are my tote bags, but anything apparel or like cloth related can also be in this category. So I'm going to be using the same big clear envelope. If you've noticed a pattern, I like to reuse a lot of things because I don't like being wasteful. And then I'm going to use these poly bags. These I purchased specifically to match my branding. I will have it linked in the description if you are interested in them. If you haven't already noticed, I like to keep my packaging pretty simple, and there are a few reasons for that I made a video about. If you are interested in watching after this video, I will have it linked. But now I'm going to be talking about priority mail. So I do include this type of shipping upgrade on certain products, and I do keep these padded envelopes for those products in particular, which you can purchase through USPS for free, and they will also ship it to you for free. They have a variety of supplies, including different size boxes. I would just be careful with using these free supplies because you do have to purchase a priority mail shipping label in order to send out anything. Now that you have all the supplies that you need, you should check out these next two videos to help you out with shipping profiles and shipping mistakes you should avoid.